Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Coach Reggie here. I'm a professional boxer and a personal trainer. And today we're going to be breaking down the top 10 mistakes that I see beginners making in the sport of boxing.
I am the music!
Whether that be in the gym or in real life. Now, make no mistake, this is not just pertaining to beginners. I see a lot of intermediate boxers as well as even advanced boxers making mistakes from time to time. And I also have to be careful of making these mistakes myself. But the good news is, for every one of these mistakes, there's a simple fix. And once you clean up on some of these, it'll make everything else in boxing easier. Come check it out. All right, y'all. Mistake number one of the biggest mistakes that I see beginners making today is trying to punch too hard. Your power is gonna come from timing, technique, and good balance, not just muscling and pushing shots. The simple fix to this mistake is to make sure that you're focusing on slowing the punches down and snapping the punches back to your guard, making sure that you're balanced at all times. Speed and power is gonna come naturally as you develop your technique. All right, y'all, mistake number two. A lot of new boxers, they love dropping their hands. Whether it be just natural instinct or their arms be too tired, they just love dropping their hands, especially after throwing combos. That's not okay in any boxing situation in a ring, and it's not okay if you're boxing on the bags either. Because remember, how you practice on the bags is exactly what you're gonna do inside the ring. The simple fix to this problem is to make sure that your mindset is always punch, return back to your guard, and reset. Always bringing your punches back to your guard position and making sure that you're staying defensively responsive. All right, y'all, mistake number three is standing too tall. A lot of beginners, when they first start boxing, they continue standing up too tall even when they're boxing, almost like they're just standing around. This completely wrecks your defense, your stance, and your power. You're not ready to do anything in the ring. Simple fix to this, in boxing, you have to use your legs at all times. So sit down a little bit, bend your knees, and keep an athletic posture and stance at all times so that you're ready to move forward, spring backward, use lateral movement, and be explosive at all times in the ring. Mistake number four, y'all. Underutilizing the jab. A lot of beginners, especially when they start sparring or even when they start using the bag work or doing mitts, they don't use the jab enough. Everybody wants to start their combos without earning it. You have to set everything up in boxing. And this is also a critical mistake to make because the jab is the most important punch in boxing. You're gonna use it to set up your pace, your distance, your rhythm, your timing. The jab sets up everything. So the simple fix to this problem, make that jab second nature. Double it, triple up on it, use it when you're moving, use it when you're defending, use it when you're tired. Make sure that you build that jab up to where it's second nature and you shoot it out without even thinking about it. All right, y'all, mistake number five. This is a footwork mistake that I see constantly, crossing your feet while you're boxing. It completely throws off your balance. It leaves you stuck and not in the proper position to punch or defend at all. So the fix to this, make sure that you practice sliding, stepping over, and resetting back into your proper stance without crossing your feet. Your feet should stay under you at all times. All right, y'all, mistake number six. This is a sneaky one. Holding your breath while you're punching. I see a lot of boxers, especially when they first start sparring, they be a little bit too tense, and because of that, they're holding their breath when they're doing their combinations. This is exactly why they get tired and gas out so quickly. That's not what you want to do. Simple fix to this, make sure that you're breathing, short, sharp breaths, and exhaling on every punch. This is how you keep your conditioning and make sure that you're not getting tired in the ring. I see a lot of people ask the question all the time, Why do fighters make that sound when they're boxing? But this is exactly why. You want to exhale on every single breath, and that keeps them in rhythm when they're punching. Make sure that they're not holding their breath when they're punching. Mistake number 7, watching your own punches land. This is a critical mistake in boxing, and it's one that you have to be careful of, even at the intermediate and the advanced levels. This in boxing, what we like to call this is admiring your work. When you watch your punches land and then you don't take any action after that. You just stand there expecting your opponent to either back up or drop down to the floor and not throw any punches back at you. Shouldn't make that mistake, y'all. So to fix this, keep your eyes sharp and expect your opponent to throw punches back at you every time that you throw punches at them. Keep a defensive move in your mind after you throw your combo, and make sure you have an exit strategy. All right, mistake number 8, y'all. No head movement after punching. This one is kind of building off of the same principle as the last mistake that we touched on. Basically, no defensive move after you finish punching. In boxing, you have to expect that punches are gonna come back at you after you throw punches at your opponent, which is actually gonna happen 90% of the time. Especially if you hit somebody, they're gonna wanna hit you back. So always be ready to make a defensive move and have an exit strategy after your combos. The fix to this is, like I said, keep slips, pivots, bobs and weaves in mind after your punches. Always have an exit strategy and be prepared to move after you touch your opponent. Another aspect to the head movement, you also want to make sure that you start your combos off with your head movement. You don't want to start your combos just standing straight up and down and being static and having your head on the line. You want to be an unpredictable target at all times. The 9th mistake that we're going to talk about is just randomly training when it comes to boxing. When it comes to boxing, you have to have a plan. You're not going to get anywhere just randomly stepping in the gym or stepping in the ring and practicing just anything and thinking you're going to reach any type of elite level, or at the amateur level or the professional level. So the fix to this is, when you come into the gym, have a plan, have a structure, have a program, know what you're gonna work on before you even step into the gym. Come in with an approach to advance a specific skill one day, each day of the week. And just make sure that you're not doing anything randomly, and coming into the gym with a plan. And this is gonna lead me to my last mistake that I see people making: trying to rush the process. Every beginner comes in thinking they're Terrence Crawford, Floyd Mayweather. They wanna hop right into the ring, start sparring, just hit the ground running. And that's not the way to go when it comes to boxing, because boxing punishes impatience. You have to take the time to learn the basics, learn your craft, learn the fundamentals, because that's how the true legends are made in the sport, and that's how you maintain longevity, by making sure you master your craft, master the basics, and pay proper respect to learning the fundamentals. So even if you clean up on just a few of these mistakes, this is gonna improve your boxing IQ and your fight game tremendously. This is how I train myself and how I train my clients. If you need help, a structured program that's designed to help walk you step by step through how to fix each of these mistakes, or if you need in-person coaching to help you fix any of these mistakes, make sure you hit that link in my description. Also, go ahead and subscribe to my channel to get more behind-the-scenes content on my fight journey and exclusive training and coaching content. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.